Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you are new around here, welcome. My name is Jenny and this is our Houston Smith home. Today we're going to be working on the entryway decor for spring. I've been hinting around and telling y'all about my new entryway table, so I'm going to show you that today. I got a few new items we're going to get out, and we're going to mix in some old items as well. We're just going to get a little bit of everything out and see how we want to do this. I'm excited. It's a little bit different than my old table, so it's a little bit longer, and I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna keep this mirror or if we're gonna take that down or whatever. So we're just gonna start getting some stuff out. In the beginning, I'm gonna do a little haul of a few things I have picked up for it and a few things I may use, may not use, a few new spring items. As always, I will link anything that I can down in the description box. First up, I knew I wanted some baskets to go on the bottom, and it was a little bit of a challenge finding some that weren't too deep to go on the bottom. I wanted two. I found these. They're also from Walmart. These are Better Homes and Gardens, and you could get a 2-pack of these for $40. So that was just an unbeatable price. Some of these baskets are incredibly expensive. Usually you can find good deals at like TJ Maxx and places like that. So I was on the look there, but a lot of them were just too deep for what I needed. We don't have a ton of space here in our entryway, so I couldn't have a really deep table. So I think these are gonna work perfect. And I thought that would look really good to just put some little pillows coming out of them, maybe throw some throw blankets down in the bottom. Good extra storage too. Let me show you what pillows I picked up. I grabbed these pillows also from Walmart. I just thought the little scalloped detail around the edges was adorable. These are Better Homes and Gardens. I think they were around $16 each. A nice big size. I don't see the size on here, but you can tell they're pretty big. I think they're gonna go well in the baskets, and even if I put a few blankets in the bottom, they'll stand up a little bit higher. So we'll play around with that. But they're a little bit of like an olive green color, which I think will be really nice for spring. I like to use greens in spring. Y'all saw that in my bedding. I ended up using the olive color. I love it. And so I think this is gonna look really good for spring and also just carry on through all of the seasons. I'm definitely thinking I'm gonna need a new mirror if I'm gonna do a mirror here. This one is a little small for this table, and for sure it's gonna have to be moved over and down if I am gonna use it. But for now, I think I'm going to use this print. I actually got this last spring. I did a little collab over on Instagram with Frame It Easy, and so I just bought this print from Etsy. They printed it out and framed it for me in this really pretty gold frame. Now last spring I used it on my mantle on my fireplace, but this year I'm thinking I'm gonna put it over here instead of the mirror. It's just a really pretty muted, like wildflower field, so we're gonna try that out. I brought this back down from upstairs. I've had it put up kind of in storage, but I got this at the thrift store last year, I believe. It is a huge lamp, as you can see, and it's been DIY'd, so it has like that organic, natural look to it. I love the lamp, but like I said, it's huge and it just did not fit on my old entry table, so we're gonna see if we can make it work on this one since it's a little bigger. Let me show you just a couple of other new things I've picked up for spring. I may use some of them on here. I may use some of them in my arch cabinet, on my hutch. I'm not really sure what all you'll actually see styled today, but I wanted to go ahead and show you what I've picked up. Y'all may have seen some of these. I'm not quite sure what I have shared over here and what I've shared on Instagram, so you may have seen some of these, but I'm gonna show you again because these are like some really good finds, I think. Now, these little daisy stems I picked up at Walmart. Y'all did see these in my Walmart shop with me, I know. These were the 97-cent stems. I picked up 5 of them, and I'm gonna try to pair them with this picture. This is the Target threshold. You can see like the details on the bottom of that is gorgeous. It's so pretty. It's actually like a water picture, but I'm gonna use it as a vase. And this was only $16. And then like I said, these were the 97-cent stems, and we're gonna play around with those, but I think it pairs together really pretty for spring. You also saw these on my Walmart shop with me, but y'all, these are so good. They're worth sharing. Again, $5 for the big one, $3 for the small one. These are adorable. I think they're probably gonna go in my arch cabinet, but I may see how they look over here too. And then I picked up these little cement bunnies at Target. I don't typically decorate for Easter. Like like I don't put out a lot of Easter eggs and things like that, but I saw these and I just thought they were adorable, and I thought they were just perfect for spring into Easter. I think Easter's in April this year, but they just look like cement. They are nice and heavy. The big one is $20 and the smaller one is $15, but I just think these are gonna be adorable. And then I may just pull in some other things that I already have. I love to just shop around my home, and also I have a whole tote of stuff that I put up from last year, so we'll just shop around here and get some stuff to add to this. But now let's go ahead and get everything wiped down, and we'll get this mirror down and we'll get everything arranged. You're just going to see me doing a lot of playing around here. I have some holes in the wall I need to patch up. Honestly, this entire living area needs a fresh coat of paint. We painted this color when we built our house in 2012. It's called Sherwin-Williams Tony Taupe, which I love the color. I would just repaint the same color. Love it so much. But yeah, we have a lot of like dings and scuffs and stuff over the years, especially with two rowdy boys. But so I'm just playing around here. You'll just see me putting a lot of the things that I just showed you in the haul. Just going to place them up here and then play around a little bit with the placement. So I'm going to need your help coming up. I'll show you what I'm doing initially, and then I will end up moving some things around, and I'm going to ask your opinion. So help me out down in the comments. I have a few thin blankets that I just use for decor. That striped one is actually Hearth and Hand. It came from a previous spring release. I actually got it on clearance. I love finding the Hearth and Hand blankets on clearance because they're usually like $30 for a small throw, and I don't really like to pay that much. And then that white one actually came from TJ Maxx. So I thought I would just throw them in the bottom of this basket, really for storage, but also to kind of elevate the pillows. But you'll see me playing around with it a little bit, and I kind of wasn't happy with how the pillows looked. I wanted very badly to use this vase and these daisies here on this table, but I'm not quite sure that it works. So let's kind of get these placed and arranged, and y'all let me know what you think. Now I'm just going to put a couple of bags down in here, a couple of Target bags, just to elevate those stems a little bit. You could put, if you had some extra like packing peanuts or styrofoam or just paper from packaging, anything that you have, you could just put in the bottom of the vase. That will just give it, just kind of elevate those stems, and you can kind of get them down in there and place them where you want them. Also very important, especially with these cheaper stems. Like I said, these were only 97 cents each, but it's very important to kind of just move your flowers around, spread everything out. Usually they have wired stems, and you can just kind of bend them and place them how you want. I like to have some sort of cascading over the edge, and then some of them sticking up straight that are going to be in the middle. And so you can just play around with that, and a lot of times you can use less stems and just make them look a lot more realistic that way. Another thing that I like to get out and use in my spring decor are these old vintage books. These were my papa's, and they're all about like trees and grass and things like that. I think they're just perfect for spring. Love that green. And I like to use them a lot of times to just sit like a candle or some little decorative pieces on. So I'm trying it out here and just sitting the bunny up on it. But I felt like I had it a little bit too crowded up here on the top, so I wasn't quite sure I was going to use that. If you've been around here very long, you know I love using vintage pieces, and I have a lot of things that actually came from my grandparents or my husband's grandparents, and I love to incorporate those. Okay, a couple of things I'm looking at is I'm wondering if it's a little too heavy on the bottom here with both the pillows in, and then I also feel like maybe those daisies are a little bit too bright up against this picture. Now the bunnies and the lamp and the picture I'm totally into. I love the look of that, but I feel like these daisies maybe pop a little too much, and those might actually be better over on my dining table. Y'all tell me what you think. Is that green too bright and the yellow too bright up against that muted picture? Let me know what you think down in the comments. So I took that picture and those daisies away, and just to give you a little look here, and I think I am liking just the more plain and simple look here, and I already sat those over on my dining table and they're absolutely gorgeous over there, even without any more decor, even on my hutch or anything. So I'm thinking I really like this more plain and simple look. Again, if you've been around here long, you know that I love just a plain, simple, easy look for all of the different holidays and seasons. I wanted to give you a little look at what's going on outside while I'm inside doing this. So this was the first day we'd had some nice sunshine. We'd had a little bit of snow. The kids had got out of school for a couple of days this week, and they're actually out on this day that I'm filming. Still some snow melting off, and I am ready for spring, y'all. I was happy to see the sunshine, and I knew I wanted to get out some of my spring stuff, but I just wanted to give y'all a quick little glimpse of what it was looking like outside on this day. Now that I'm happy with the top, I thought I would play around a little bit more. Now, I definitely knew I wanted to use both of these baskets, but I did feel like it was maybe just a little bit heavy with the two solid pillows in there. So I thought I might play around a little bit. This is that same blanket that I had just thrown in the bottom a minute ago, and I decided I'm going to just kind of drape it over the edge. It has like that really pretty fringe detail and the pretty stripes that tie in nicely with that photo on top. So I decided to just kind of drape it over one of the baskets, and then I'm just going to try the pillow in the other side. I do have a plug in there, and so I kind of wanted the pillow on that side to cover up the outlet. So let's just see if we think this looks a little more balanced. Okay, I think I'm happy with how this is all balanced out. It's just a nice, simple, cozy look, and I'm really happy with it. Don't be afraid to play around. Just put things out, live with it a little bit. You may want to move stuff around as you see fit. I do that all the time. So sometimes you just have to live with it and see if you want to move it around anymore. So that's why I like to do a home tour at the end of every season, and you can sort of see how I move things around throughout the season. That is it for today's video, y'all. Thank you so much for decorating with me, helping me out. Tell me what you think down in the comments. Which one of these styles did you like best? I think I'm happy with it right now, so we'll see how long we leave that. I hope y'all will come back next week. I do upload a new video every Friday, so y'all be sure and come back. We're going to have to hit up the fireplace next because it still has some winter stems out. And now we got spring right here on the same wall. So we're gonna get started in the living room, dining area, all of that. So y'all be sure and come back. And I am gonna be hitting up Walmart soon. I'm not sure how these will fall in line, but I will be hitting up Walmart to look at their Easter decor. Do y'all decorate for Easter? Let me know down in the comments. I don't usually put out a lot. I did put out the little bunnies here on the table, so I think that's fun, but I don't go all out. But Walmart has released some really cute Easter stuff from my Texas house, and I wanna see if I can find it in my store. So stick around for that coming soon, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.